welcome back to the journey. This is Wolf, and we are here for another episode of Goldcrest Valley. So, last time we ended up with some new contracts that I took out, just ending the episode. And when I loaded up the game today, those contracts were gone. The equipment was gone. And the final contract that I did last time had not been collected. So it's almost as though the game didn't save when I ask it to. So I think we have one, maybe two of the contracts that we originally were going to do, but we're basically kind of starting back over again. So we're just going to jump in here. Let's do this little plowing contract. We were going to talk about we talked about doing that one of these. I think it was a bigger, like a 5-bottom plow or something. So that weight is obviously not for this tractor. And I guess a pretty small field. Where are we going? Let's check that out, why don't we? That was... I really wish Farming Simulator would show you the equipment once you accept it, because you can accept more than one. I really wish they would show you the equipment again, but I believe that cultivating, plowing, so it's going to be field 15 on this one, and field 15 is hopefully pretty darn small, because we have it's over here, because it's a pretty darn small plow. Alright, so up over. Yep, okay. So we'll get working on this one. We talked in the last episode about what it was going to take us to, or what it was going to take for us to get comfortable to I guess begin to buy our own farm or build our own farm somewhere. What kind of money is that going to require for us to be comfortable to be able to go to the bank and ask for a loan? What kind of revenue stream might we have if we do that? So that we can pay that monthly loan fee. I did ask for comments, although I don't really think there's many people watching episodes right now, so obviously I'm not getting any comments, but still throwing that out there. And it's this one up here on the left. Would love to know what you guys think regarding what it might take us to get started. You know, I was kind of thinking, you know, $250,000, 300,000, something in that area to feel like we have enough money to be able to go to the bank, take out a loan, buy whatever equipment we might need that can generate some income for us fairly quickly, so that we at least have enough money coming in to, you know, pay off the loan, or to pay the interest payment for the loan. Talked about, oops, talked about using GPS, auto width, the direction. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to do some work off camera to generate some revenue. And then we also talked about, you know, what map we might want to go with. I do like this map a lot. I would like to be able to buy a piece of land where we can build a farm, as opposed to, you know, buying a farm pre-built somewhere. That would definitely be my preference. You could always buy a field, convert that into a farm yard, you know, basically paint over the farm field and create your own farm that way. That is an option. We'll do a couple more headlands on this. You could also, this isn't really realistic gameplay, but you could also buy a plot that has the farm on it, and you could just delete everything off of there, you know, and start with a blank canvas. That would be another option, another way to do it. So there are ways. Um, so I haven't really decided yet how we want to do this, how we want to go about this. Um, how do you... That wasn't right. This little piece we missed here. No. If you're hearing those beeps, that's the GPS on the right hand side of the screen above the gear shift icon. There are 3 additional icons. Those are put in by GPS, by the GPS mod. I always remember plowing a field whenever I was growing up, living on the farm. Always difficult to make nice edges. Just dropping the plow and picking it up at the right time. Always kind of a challenge. I can't remember the last time I used a plow like this. It's been a while. So I think we will put in a little time lapse here. We'll get this field done. And we'll get back over to the shop. Pick up another piece of equipment and get on to the next contract. So we will see you back here in just a little bit.
Full of all scattered across the dusty floor. In the backseat of my Chevy 58, along with bits of candy wrappers. Looking back to when our castle was a shack. Vacation was making figure eights in the parking lot. Remember when we used to forgive more than we forgot? It wasn't like we didn't work hard enough. I'm trying to hold on to all the things that we did right. But how could I forget about you leaving? Since my heart has never stopped bleeding, all that I can see is that I lost you then. I'm looking for a reason to forgive you, and sometimes I even wanna be with you, just the way you say that it's alright now. I am tearing down this wall. Years go by, and gradually the tears run dry, but I'm still here looking for your face in the faceless crowd. Long after our final ship had drowned, it wasn't like we didn't work hard enough. I'm trying to hold on to all the things that we did right. But how could I forget about you leaving? Since my heart has never stopped bleeding, all that I can see is that I lost you then. I'm looking for a reason to forgive you, but sometimes I even wanna be with you, just the way you say that it's alright now. I am tearing down this wall. Forget about you leaving. Since my heart has never stopped bleeding, all that I can see is that I lost you then. I'm looking for a reason to forgive you, sometimes I even wanna be with you, just the way you say that it's alright now. I'm tearing down this wall. Tearing down this wall, I'm tearing down, I'm tearing down this wall.
Okay guys, welcome back. Finishing up this field here. We got a couple places to clean up down at the other end. This wasn't too terribly bad. A little while. Can't leave unplowed sections left in a field. That wouldn't be good. Do this the right way. That is job done. Zip back, drop this back off again. Collect our little paycheck. beacon there. So we have a cultivating contract waiting to be done, and we have a rolling contract. Also waiting to be done. I feel like we lost some money. I feel like when I lost that game save, we had done some work. I was thinking we were in the neighborhood of 83,000 or something. Now we're just sitting here at 76. It doesn't feel right to me. Now, I have never used this tractor before. And we are headed to Evelyn's field number 6. It's gonna be up there at the top of the map. We can just zip left and up and around. You're gonna have kind of a wide load here. We don't need to meet anybody on the bridge. I can feel my allergies already kicking in. Starting to get some leaves falling off the trees already. It's just September 3rd. Spring and fall are the worst times for me, allergy-wise. Alright, so... I think we'll do a headland here as well. Number 3. We don't get down over that hill, do we? This cultivator does a pretty nice job. There's rollers on the back of it. Not bad. Do it one more. Lined up here. Right about there. Alt C, Control S to bring up your GPS settings. Always go auto width. And I always go set direction. And if you just drive forward a little bit, then Alt, I'm hitting Control Windows button or some crazy thing, but it's Alt Z or Alt X then to set your path forward. This field must not be completely square. As I chew on an ice cube. I'm just a real guy, guys. You know, like I'm like you. I'm no professional, fancy YouTuber. I'm just a dude playing a game, recording a video. We'll go 3 headlands on this end as well. It'll give us plenty of room. Catch that little spot there. We have a little more room on this side of the field before the cliff drops off there. I will clean up these spots I'm missing. Gotta have a reputation for good work if you ever want to get another job. Now this one does. Let's do what's that direction here? See if this side of the field is square. I've talked about this before. I think that 9 mile an hour is not bad. It's probably realistic. And depending on the size of the field and what you're doing, for the purpose of creating content, it can be a little bit slow. It takes you longer than maybe you would be inclined to want to take. I think in the 11 mile an hour range is a little bit better speed. We can drop this down, and there's a mod that I have installed that's allows you to set your speed. You know, I think we'll probably run things primarily in that 11 mile an hour range. And again, we're not, you know, I'm not going to poll real farmers in my area and ask them how fast their tractor goes when they cultivate a field. This is a game after all. But I think that in that 11 mile an hour range is a pretty comfortable range to handle a tractor. Sometimes you can get them going so doggone fast that you just, you know, it's just, you know, you just know it's too fast. And it could be, depending on the field, depending on the size of the field, you know, that maybe, I don't know, maybe it would be okay. Maybe 14 miles an hour, if it's a big field. Something like that. But we'll get this field done real quick, and we will get back to the store And we will grab our final piece of equipment for the day. I'll grab this piece down here that I'm missing. If you remember, I reset GPS up on the upper end of the field up there, so it's a little bit off down here right now because that's just the way it works out with the width of the implement that you're pulling. So we'll get this knocked out and then get back over to the store, and I'll meet you guys back at the store for the next contract. So see you here in a second. Okay guys, welcome back. Finished up that field. Oh my goodness, and I ran into the other tractor. Not sure I like this tractor, to be honest. Just seems a little strange. And yes, as you were screaming at your PCs, the cultivator does fold. Alright, what do we got here? T8. Nice. We got a nice big roller, so that should be good for this job. Knock this out quickly. And we are going to field 20, which is down here to the right. Is one of the bigger fields on the map, but that's fine. This roller is probably, I don't know, 20 some meters. I don't know what it is. Sorry fellas, I'm going. I'll put my hazards on just so you know. Gotta get our work done here. Can't be messing around all day long. It's 5 o'clock. Supper time. So I think between episodes, I will go back to the prior video and see what kind of money we had when we actually ended that video. I feel like it was more than 76,000. Is that the canola field that we harvested? Before, I think maybe it was. It's a pretty good sized field. We've had perfect weather in August. This will end August for us. When we finish this up, we will finish August and move into September. Alright. This is sometimes kind of hard to see. Again, I think we'll do GPS, so if you haven't used it, Alt-C on your keyboard activates it. Then Control-S brings up your menu. This little cog here, auto width. This is line strategy, how you want to approach the field. We're going to do that. Just pull forward, Alt-X starts it, and then just hit your cruise control, which is number 3 on the keypad for me. And then we're gonna go down on our speed. Again, we'll do about 11. I feel like that's reasonable. This is a nice looking rig right here. I like the New Hollands. Now where I'm from, I don't think we never did it. I don't think I've ever seen a farmer roll a field. And we're going to do a headland here. I mean, I suppose some farmers do that. I mean, I can get behind the technology of it or the application. Just ensuring that your seed is in contact with the soil. Getting it maybe just below the surface a little bit. Keep the animals, the birds, away from it as much as possible. I mean, I get it conceptually. I just have never seen it in practice. You know, where I live. But that doesn't mean that it isn't something that's widely done somewhere across the country. It could be, could very well be. I think going up this other end here, we will go back to our GPS, set it again. make it a little bit easier on ourselves. The nice thing about GPS also is that you can see it's perfectly set up here because I'm a professional. Just kidding. It maximizes the whatever implement you're pulling or using. It maximizes the width, so it sets the exact width of the implement, so there's no lap, there's no carryover. You're not, say for example, I'm not rolling the same section or the same piece of, even the same piece of dirt twice. It just completely sets it up perfectly so that the next time we do another strip, it will start exactly where the prior one left off. Really handy, especially in like things like fertilizing contracts. It's really nice, you know, you got that 42-foot swath of your fertilizer sprayer spreader, and you don't always or you can't always perfectly see. We are going to overlap a little bit here. Can't always perfectly see where you've spread your fertilizer. You know, maybe your seed's up a little bit, or maybe your plant has grown a little bit, and you can't quite exactly see, and it's always hard to get that perfect 42-meter width fertilizer path. Well, GPS solves that. GPS just takes care of that for you. Now, some people may not want to use it. They may think it's cheaty, but again, if it wasn't a if there was no real life application for GPS in farming, then I would say it's cheaty also. But I think that probably nearly every tractor you buy at this day and age, they have GPS. It's just a part of the technology. So what I was saying is that there's hardly any overlap over here on the edge. So you're getting the use of the full width of this roller or whatever other implement that you might be using. If you haven't been able to tell, I'm a big fan of GPS. So we'll do a quick time lapse here. We'll finish up this field, and we'll meet you back up at the shop, and we will collect on our contacts for the day and see what kind of money we got in the bank. I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. Finished up that field as you could see. Taking this big beast back to the shop. Park it up for the farmer. See the train going by to the right over there. Welcome to Maplefield. So this is Goldcrest Valley, but the town of Maplefield. Try not to run into anybody this time. Well, that'd be good. We can get some sowing contracts. We still got that seed sitting over there that belongs to us. Now that right there, I would buy that tractor if I had the money. That is a nice one. Okay, let's go in here. We'll sign our contracts. It's nice to have one central office to take care of all the contracts. Didn't have to try to track down the busy farmers to get things squared away. And yeah, we completed all 3 of those. So we're going to collect on our cultivating. Going to collect on our plowing. And we're going to, that was expensive. Collect on our rolling contract. No. Alright. So that's going to do it for this one, 85,000. All the equipment is gone. I'll let you guys be a witness. Save the game. Let's take a look at the used market. It's a nice tiller. I don't have anything to pull it with. Prices are pretty high. Alright, no tractors. Need a tractor first. Okay guys, that is gonna do it. I appreciate you watching. Another episode of Goldcrest Valley here on the journey. I am Wolf. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Give me any ideas you might have. And we will see you right back here at the next episode. Maybe with a little more money in the bank. Cliffhanger.